Hi, so today I'm going to talk to you guys about the difference between hemp and cannabis, aka marijuana. So the main difference between the two plants is their chemical makeup and their cannabinoid profiles. So as we all know, cannabis and marijuana is very high in THC. Its purpose is usually to produce THC, and that produces the high or the psychoactive effect. Hemp, on the other hand, is only legally allowed to have 0.3% of THC. If a plant has more than 0.3% of THC, it is technically considered marijuana, and it is no longer federally legal. For any hemp company to be able to harvest and transform the hemp into a product, it is only allowed to have 0.3% of THC. That is per a certain amount of weight. I'm not totally hip to what all the technicalities are, but I do know that that small amount of THC does not create a psychoactive effect, which is the main concern that people have when consuming hemp or CBD products. They're always worried if they're going to get high from these products. I have had a lot of experience with people who have had a kind of euphoric effect when using something that was full plant and still considered hemp. So again, under 0.3% of THC, they had this euphoric feeling and they're like, oh my gosh, am I high? And I said, no, it's just the entourage effect of all of the other cannabinoids helping your body achieve bliss, like so that your bliss molecules can better thrive, like I talked about in the last video. CBD acts as a guard from FAAH so that your bliss molecules can thrive, and then the other cannabinoids such as CBN and CBG that actually bind to a receptor help kind of expedite that process, as well as each cannabinoid has its own kind of helping mechanism within your body, which we'll go into at a later time. But in essence, people are experiencing this euphoria when they use full plant products and are concerned that they're high. That is actually not the case, but it's kind of hard to explain unless someone has been high from THC or marijuana, and versus what it's like to have that euphoric feeling from a hemp product. Another concern that people have is, will I be able to pass a drug test if I take a CBD product? If you take an isolate CBD product, you will be able to pass any kind of drug test that they give you. If you take a full plant product, or that's also called full spectrum, the chances of you passing the test are pretty high. However, I have done a couple trials myself, and I would love to share those with you guys at a later time, but it just kind of depends on the delivery and how often you're taking it if you will be able to pass a drug test with a full plant product. However, if you take something isolate or broad spectrum, you're good to go. And so a super common question that I get is, if I'm walking out in the woods and I see a plant, how do I know if it's hemp or marijuana? To answer that question to the best of my ability, the answer is you're not going to know until you get the cannabinoid profile tested or until you were to smoke it. So what happens here is that scientists have been able to interbreed both of the plants, and it used to be that marijuana was a short, stocky, bush, shrub-like looking plant, and that hemp was tall and skinny. Now they've been interbred so that they can manipulate the cannabinoid profile to better help us understand what cannabinoids kind of aid what in the body, that we don't really have a designated kind of visual profile for hemp or marijuana, either one, which is really an interesting game to play if you're out walking in the woods, I guess, and you want to find out what something is. Both hemp and marijuana have a wide range of cannabinoids. So far there are over 100 cannabinoids, and there are a lot of primary ones like CBD, THC, CBDA, THCA, THCV, CBG, CBN. My next video will be about CBG. I thought this one was going to be, but then it kind of made more sense to come back and talk about the difference between hemp and marijuana, as it is one of the most prominent questions that I get. So that being said, thank you all for tuning in today, and I look forward to telling you about CBG in the next video, as it is the precursor to most cannabinoids in both the hemp and cannabis plant. So hopefully that will bring some clarity on some things, and I can let you know what other goodies it has in store. Thanks! THC is what creates the psychoactive effect and what coins the term and what is between hemp and marijuana, pot, cannabis, dope, all those things, all the street names. Maybe not. Maybe no. Maybe no. Maybe I'm just kidding. Plant. For something to be considered plant. Okay. Alright, great. Only, like, if you're... No, I'm getting the buggy ahead of the horse. Slow down, Bessie. This is just a personal pet peeve of mine. I'm going to put in with the bloopers. People who say, I'm not smoking hemp because it's not real. Give me the real stuff. Go get you a real medical card or move to a real state that where you can really get it legally and stop bothering me. Real stuff. Talking about That's what I get for talking shit. Talking about wanting to do marijuana over hemp and that hemp is a waste of time. I am really, really sorry for your ignorance. Please go continue to live in your real world where there's real things for you to smoke and intake. Some people just want to heal and other cannabinoids do other things for you, but you wouldn't know that because you're too busy living in the real world. So, congratulations on all of your unknown knowledge. I'm proud of you and I believe in you.